Hey everyone, I'm Karissa from Shining Light on Minnesota. Today we have a very special guest with us, Scott Carlson. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so I'm pretty excited. We've known each other for quite a while in the commercial world. Originally, you were with Commercial Drywall,
Yep.
and now you have a super new role. Let's start and tell everybody about the little transition from Commercial Drywall to where you are now today to all the appliance world.
Yes. So I guess I'll just start. I've been in the construction world, commercial construction world, right out of college. I graduated from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I went to a company called Hilti, North America, which they are in the tools and any commercial commodities that go into buildings. Took a sales role. Never thought I'd be really, if you'd have told me I was in the construction industry prior, I would have said no way, but I got into that. I was an account manager, sales rep for interior finishers or drywallers.
Yeah.
And I did that for, I think it was about 8 years. And I called Commercial Drywall, was one of the customers I called on. And they kind of were, they'd recruited me over kind of the years. They had always threw something in my ear,
Of course.
on the golf course,
Yeah.
right? Things like that. And then they finally convinced me enough. I made the jump over to them. It was probably 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. I can't, in that area, to kind of come over and was help do business development there, but also project manager. I also ran the manpower for them. So I did that, where I got to obviously meet you,
Yeah.
did a lot of the, the business development events and all the awesome construction events that there are in this industry.
There are a lot.
Golf, there
Yes.
are a lot, which is awesome, which is what I
Yes.
love, because you get to meet people and you get to hear their story and see what's going on that way. So I did that for 2.5 years, and now I'm at A.C. Carlson Appliances. It's my family-owned appliance business.
Yep.
I made the jump. My dad's owned it for 30-something years. I don't even know. I should know. 30-something years. My brother's been at the company for 6 years. And just the timing of it was kind of just the right time to come in and make this move. It was really hard to say goodbye to Commercial Drywall. I loved working with them. They were awesome people. But I just kind of had this calling at this time to come over and continue on to a third generation appliance business.
Absolutely. And it's important. Tell everybody a little bit about, family owned business is big, especially when you get to the point when your dad's getting up there. I mean, he's had the business forever. Your brother's getting to the point where he's kind of strapped, not sure which way to go. Do we want to keep going? We obviously want to grow. And you have a young family of your own. Do you want to keep working for somebody else, or do you want to help grow the family business and make it succeed and successful?
100%. And that's where just like my draw was to come and do this now, because for that exact point, my brother was kind of at that point where it was like, okay, like he was really liking it. We obviously had talked quite a bit.
Yep.
Some timing wise, like 5 years ago, actually, I almost did join, and some external stuff happened and I didn't. So, it's always obviously been there, and growing up in it, like growing up in a small, family owned business, you see your dad work his tail off.
Absolutely.
We're retail. So, you're open on Saturdays. My grandpa always closed on Sundays. So we're not open on Sundays,
Right.
but still you're working retail hours, and, it's a lot of obviously work. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
you're the face of the company, and you're, if you got to be there and do it. And so that was obviously all went into, thinking about making the change. And like you said, I have 3 kids, my wife, Andrea, 3 little kids, and, time wise too, like, hey, making this jump, like we
Sink or swim,
have
let's
to
do
be
this.
we have to be on board together, because it is going to be a lot, and I'm going to be gone and have to be with the business and do that, but like I said, there's this. My grandpa started this company in 1954,
Right.
So we've been around for 72. It's been around for 72 years. So when my brother came to me and said, hey, like, I'm at this point where either, I want to do this, but I don't want to do this solo.
Right.
And when he said it like that, I just was like, yeah,
Absolutely. My
I
heart's
have,
in it. I have
I
to
have
do
to.
it. There's no
the
other
pride
way.
of it, like I've grown up and I've watched my dad put everything he's got into this business.
Yeah.
I watched my grandfather obviously put everything he had to do into this business.
I can't just let it crumble. And
Can't let it go.
No.
And it's a community place. My grandfather was huge on the community. So we're located in New Hope, Crystal.
Okay. Yep.
Started in Crystal.
Nice.
We moved several different locations. Always stayed in Crystal, New Hope area.
Okay.
That's where I grew up.
Yep.
And I've just seen, like I said, it's been, a living for my family, and it's been a huge community place where, my grandfather and my father does a lot to give back to the community and the local sports.
Yep.
They were really big on giving back to the local theaters. And, we continue to try and do that and be a support for the local, the local people. And obviously we love dealing with local customers that come in,
For sure.
We treat them like family.
Yep.
That's how my grandpa and my dad does it. And that's how we treat everyone who comes in.
And trying new things, I think, is one of the things. I mean, bringing younger generations on board is obviously one of the things that you try to. I mean, obviously, your grandfather, your dad, have always had the ways they do it, but bringing younger people on, trying social media, going commercial ways, trying different things too, is obviously a learning curve for them, but also for you guys too. And trying to learn the business yourself when you're not in it prior is a huge learning curve too.
Yeah, I'm like sinking right now. But So I just joined 3 months ago. So, so right now I'm really just obviously taking in the whole business, how this business is operating, and then learning a whole new industry. Being in the construction world for a while, you kind of start to learn, the ins and outs of that and the people, right? You get in, everyone's. I always say in any industry, it's a massive industry, but it's so small when you actually get to, meet people, and everyone knows connections and everyone knows everybody. So right now, I'm just trying to take that all in, learn the industry, learn everything there is about appliances. I'm on my
crating and carting and all that fun stuff too.
Oh yeah, delivery truck.
Yep.
Whatever I got to do, we're out there doing it. So I've worked in the warehouse with our guys doing all the unpackaging, taking in deliveries,
hookups.
Doing all that, to going on delivery trucks and going out, being the end face with the customer, doing, hauling in. Bringing big straps, and you put on the refrigerator on your shoulders, and you bring it in. So doing that, and then obviously just the operational part too of trying to figure out how we run. And you made a great point on, the next generation coming up. And I think anyone going into a family business, there's always that, you have your father, whoever's the one who's been doing it for 30 plus, or, his whole life pretty much. And, it's hard to make change, especially for that generation of people who are just used to, doing
handwriting versus technology, working smarter, not harder.
100%.
There's other ways.
There's other ways, but making those changes and getting those,
bridging the gaps too.
Yes. So we have that. We have a lot of that to work on and do, but it's exciting. I'm excited to bring in a piece of that. And as you know, in this world, I mean, if you're not changing, you're not going to make it, and you're not going to grow. And we want to grow this business. That's ultimate goal too, right? We don't want to stay status quo. We want to grow and expand. And I don't know exactly what that looks like right now. And me and my brother obviously have talked quite a bit, but but it's fun. It's when we kind of said earlier, when it's your own,
it's your baby.
It's a lot of passion for it. And
what I think, based on the conversations I've had with you two, and based on your construction world prior, bringing people in from that world, the residential world, and just everybody, and trying to learn it all one step at a time, and just getting your feet wet in all of it, and just trying to learn as much as you can at your own pace, right? Not trying to bite off more than you can chew, and
for sure
take all that in.
For sure. And that's kind of the side, obviously coming from the commercial side, is an area that we definitely want to try and grow. We are a heavy retail. We have a beautiful 17,000 square foot showroom where, customers come in, any retail, sell the appliance you would need. We do some. We've done some in the commercial world for 10 to 15 years,
Yep.
but it's a market that I think we can grow.
Yep.
And getting a little bit more into that. So I've started to. I said I was never going to be an estimator because I don't like sitting
Right.
behind computers
Yep.
and doing that all day. But
Just to see what it looks like,
But I'm
and to
estimating
understand.
jobs now.
Yep.
So,
Oh boy.
so
Now
yeah.
hiring.
Yes, exactly. But so getting into that, and it's been great with the people I've gotten to know.
Yeah.
My prior at commercial and
Yep.
even at Hilti, they've been awesome. I've already reached out to several contractors here in
Good.
the metro, and I've met with several of them. We're already bidding to them and working with them. And the biggest thing is just transparency. And hey, no, I'm not going to win everything,
Right.
or can we? But just being that partnership and talking and say, hey,
Right.
where I'm at, and they've been awesome already at being open to me telling them, hey, I'm new to this
I
side
want
of
to wear
the
a lot of
world.
hats, and I want to understand
Yes,
it.
I wanna
Just help me understand it.
Help me figure this out. Like
Yep.
I obviously came from it where I was a project manager, so I understand construction, how the industry works. But this
Help me lay
side
this
of
out.
it,
Let me just see how you've done it in the past,
exactly,
or anything like that.
and
Yeah.
appliance specific, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea how does the appliance stuff even go down
Right.
with you.
Have you
So-
bidded it out? What does it look like?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I said, the people contacts I've had have been awesome and helping me
Yep.
kind of get my feet wet and just figure out where this market is too
Yep.
with that, and
Yep.
and seeing where we can be the best fit too.
For
like
sure.
hey, how can I be the most? You have 1,000 things these project managers and these people are trying to do. So how can I know the
Without
appliance
slowing
part,
you down,
I
but
know
let
the
me-
appliance thing can sometimes be just a small thing, but hey, if I can take one less, headache off of your plate,
Yeah.
I'll try and do that. So.
How does that look with Andrea and her role now with all the kids and everything like that too? And
Yes.
how much is she taking
So I got to give all the credit to her for sure.
Yes.
Because without her, we would all be not standing. So so Andrea stays at home. So she is a stay-at-home mother I have 3 kids.
Yep.
So we have a 4.5-year-old daughter, Stella. Emmett will be 3 in September.
Yep.
And then we have a 2-month-old boy, Milo.
Yep.
So she is the real rock star in everything.
Yep.
Not a job I could do and stay home all day with the
right.
kids. So I mean, like this morning I'm leaving and it's just chaos city, and you have to leave.
And then you get home and it's like, okay,
And-
it's Chaos City again. Like Dad's home. Like I
Right.
need the break. You go.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but she loves being a mom.
Yep.
I ask her all the time, like I want to make sure you're good, and
Yep.
you're like, no, I love being here with the
Yep.
kids, and there's obviously crazy hard days,
Yeah.
every day, for
Right.
her. but she's awesome, and she'll, like I said, allows me to go, and I'm gone for
Yep.
most of the day. I am,
Right.
especially now, not getting home till close to bedtime, so
Right.
it's like you get home and just got to
Only
get
so
right
much I
to
can
it. And
do,
she's
yeah.
got all of them fed, and
Yep.
they're the most pleasant kids to come home to, and they come running to me. And
Now
so,
you know tonight they're not going to be when you get home
I
because you're
know.
saying that, knock on wood.
but no, Andrea, she's great. She actually went to school for kinesiology.
Yep.
So she worked at Health Partners prior to when we were having kids, and
Yep.
obviously we had talked about her wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, and she wanted
Yeah.
to as well.
Yep.
So we've made it work.
So far, yep.
Today world especially, it's harder and harder, but
It is.
it is. I mean, it is just with how
You make it
expensive-
work.
You make it
Yes.
work. That's
Yep.
what I always said. You just make it work.
Yep.
And your money will find itself eventually. Whatever.
Yep. Whatever
I
happens,
always
happens.
said that
It'll
whatever
figure it
happens,
out.
it'll
Yep.
figure itself out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we've just always gone by. And I think the most important is she's home with our children, and
Yep.
she's
Raising them the way you want to
and-
raise them.
for sure.
Absolutely.
So-
So with work in the warehouse, how many employees do you guys have, and how does that all work? What's the
Yeah.
day to day look like?
Yeah, for sure. So I gotta get my coffee. We're running on 6 hours of sleep.
Absolutely, and that's a lot for our
That's
household.
good,
We're
right,
good. Yep.
right. No, so we have 13 employees.
Mm-hmm.
We have we have a delivery crew
Yep.
on a full truck. So we have 3 delivery trucks. There are A.C. Carlson trucks. So
Yep.
if you see they're just a big box truck rolling around town, those are ours. We have 3 of them. In the summer, we usually have 2 of them running. So busy deliveries, we're running 2.
Yep.
If it's really busy, we got 3 of them going. But we have a full-time 2-person delivery crew. We have a full-time 2 warehouse crew
Nice.
members. So
Yep.
they do all of our unloading. We bring in GE, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, whatever comes in. They do
Okay.
all the unloading, checking in,
Yep.
placing. So we have, I don't know, probably a 20,000 square foot warehouse attached to our showroom.
Nice.
So which is really nice. It's all in one spot.
Good.
And then, so they do all that. We then have, I call him, he's one of the rock stars. His name's Luke. He was hired by my grandfather, actually.
Okay.
And he's your appliance wizard. He can fix anything.
Nice.
He knows everything about more than he wants to know about
Which is
appliance.
good. You need to have those.
He's like
something
the savior.
goes wrong or
Yes.
something is he's
you
your
know, like
saving
you get a
grace,
call
like,
yesterday.
yep.
Hey, my refrigerator's out of whack. It's out of, it's not
Yep.
level. And so send out Luke and
Good.
he takes care of him. And he's a great with customer. He's just a really good personal guy. And
Yeah.
he's really good in front of customers. And so he's kind of the jack of all. Like if you need him going deliveries, he's on deliveries. If he goes, he's our guy you're sending. If you,
He's the one you
he's
need.
reliable.
He's the one you
he's
need,
there
yes.
He's the first one there.
Yes.
in the morning.
First one there, last one to leave.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's Luke, and then we have five sales on the floor.
Nice.
6, including my dad, and
Yep.
but so yeah, and then they have the sales on the sales floor. Obviously, any incoming traffic, and then we service a lot of calls during the
What
day.
areas do you guys cover?
So we cover all the metro.
Nice.
So we'll do anywhere in the Twin Cities. Obviously, we're located in New Hope, so
Yep.
we're on the West Metro. So we
Got it.
obviously see more foot traffic from
For sure.
west side of town, but
Yep.
we do deliveries to, Woodbury. We'll go anywhere.
Nice.
If you need a delivery out, somewhere a little farther, we'll do it.
Depends
know.
on the job.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. For
Me
sure.
and my brother will throw it on the truck and go down there. So, but we service the Twin City metro area right now, and that's, like I said, kind of,
Nice.
we can go anywhere though.
Who have been some of your motivators growing up, and who have been some of your driving force and that have really changed your life?
My father's obviously a very influencer in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Just growing up, seeing how hard he's worked in the business, and when you're growing up, you kind of take that all for granted of everything he's done. And now it's been really cool to work there and actually see what he's
Yep.
dealing with and
Right.
why he came home, maybe
Grumpy or
stressed.
whatever way he was. Yeah. Yep.
And he came home. He was at our sporting events. I grew up heavy sports. Me and my brother, and I have 2 sisters.
Yep.
And he was always at everything. So it's not like he wasn't not making time for us. He was
Right.
he coached me and, traveling basketball and
Yep.
everything like that. So, he's obviously been a heavy influence on my life. My other one would be my grandpa Mylan, which is my mother's dad. He passed away a couple years ago, but he was just a man who I don't know, we were similar in the most ways. I felt like I knew him before he was, I don't know, I just felt like I knew him even longer than
Yep.
when I was, the time you get to know a grandparent.
Yep.
We just always got along. We got to, we gave each other shit all the time. And
Yep.
he got me into really the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge outdoorsman. I love hunting. I love fishing. And he grew a passion for me for that. Did everything like that. And so he was someone he was one of my best friends. And we, like I said, I spent many summers and even winters up at the cabin with
For
him.
sure,
They
yeah.
they owned a cabin up in north of Mille Lacs. And
Yep.
so, and he was heavy on, just treating people right. He was a religious man, which I think is very important. And,
It is.
and he just, I don't know, taught me how to treat people right.
Correct.
And
Yep.
my dad has done that too. And that's, I would say those are the 2 that I've looked up to. My brother as well.
Yep.
He's my younger brother, but I see everything. My brother is work ethic. Now again, being really cool working with him.
Yep.
And seeing that now. Up
Now
front.
that you're actually working with him
Yeah,
instead of just
it's
seeing
cool.
him work. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was the first day walking in was so weird.
It's like I was in
I'm
the commercial
walking-
world. Now I'm working by your
Well,
side.
I'm
This is a
walking
little
in.
different.
Like that first day on the job. My brother and dad, I've gone to the store 100,000 times growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I was up there all the time.
Yep.
But walking in, actually, first
I'm
day
your
on the
coworker,
job, and my
wait.
dad and brother sitting there in the back waiting for me, welcome. It was kind of surreal.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool to, I was nervous of that, like, hey, am I going to
How's it going to be? Yeah.
am I going to like being around them all time, all day, every day? And then you do stuff with your family outside of work, and it's like,
Do I need a break?
can you
Do
get,
I?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, but it's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed working alongside of them. I'm actually surprised I haven't like completely blown up on my dad yet, which not in a good way. We just, sometimes we see some things differently, which is good. You need that. But
it's a little competition. I mean, a little head to head that,
for sure,
sometimes can be okay too.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Good.
So
what do you see in the future for growth?
Yeah. So like I said, we definitely want to make some changes. We know changes need to happen.
Right.
Whether that's today or, in 5 years,
Yep.
we know things have to progress and change. But one of the industries I mentioned earlier is definitely the commercial side.
Yep.
Is an area I'd like to get into a little bit more.
Yep.
The construction industry, I mean, I've been in it. I've grown a passion for the construction industry.
Right.
I love the people in this side of the business.
And you know them.
And I know them.
It's an easy kind
of... And
of...
I've just always grown, getting into it, even when I was at Hilti. I mean, like, these are the hardest working people. These are the hardest working people there are.
Yeah.
The construction people. I'm talking to people on the site doing all the dirty work every day. Waking up at 4 a.m., getting down, half these guys are driving from Ogilvie and Mora or down south. And, it's, I was always in awe of how hard of working people they are. So I really have had just a passion for all the people who are involved in this industry. And so that would be definitely a side of the things we want to expand and grow. We actually just bid our first multifamily project.
Nice.
So
that's exciting.
Yes. So
good.
That is, we've never gone after that work.
Okay.
We did a little bit, but not really. So I'm like, let's just try. Let's go for it.
Why not? Yep.
So
say yes now and figure it out later,
exactly.
right?
let's get in, and the only way we can learn is if we try.
Yep.
And it may not be perfect right away, but we're not going to know unless if we try. So so that was really exciting. Just submitted our first bid to Griner, actually.
Yep. Nice.
So we're going to see that. So want to get maybe more into that side.
For sure. Yep.
The construction side. The other side of the business that we could grow and have potential, and this would be down the road, hopefully hire some more salesmen to actually go out and do external, outside sales, would be in the like the development and contractor side of residential homes.
Yep.
So there's obviously, we see homes, it's insane the amount of homes going up.
Yep.
But getting in with builders and working and partnering with them to be able to send their
designers, architects, things like that, yes.
to work with them and their clients on building their dream home and their dream kitchens, and working along every step of the way with them.
There's always like the builder showcases, always, I mean, they're going up everywhere.
Right.
Absolutely.
So there's that side. And then the other market that we are currently in, but again, definitely areas of growth, is in the property manager side.
Yes.
So we do, we work with several great property managers in the metro area and service apartments, condos.
Yep.
And we do, all the replacements for their appliances.
Yeah. And I mean, coming from the commercial side, I mean, you've got the real estate managers, you have the facility managers, I mean, we could go on for days and days.
I'm trying to figure that world out, of that. Like, okay, you're the property manager, who's the, like, okay.
Do I go to you? Do I go to the facility manager?
Exactly.
Do I go to the real estate manager? Who's the person that's going to lock the deal in, right?
Correct. Who's the person who's making the call on this? And
or is it all of you?
Right, for sure, which it could be.
Yes.
And not to say not each touch point's important, because they are. Everyone's involved in that process of touching an appliance or needing to make sure they're covered when they need something.
Right.
But yeah, I am trying to figure out that, and my brother does most of that right now.
Okay.
So he's kind of in charge of the property. He manages all of our open accounts.
What about the service side of things?
So the service side, we do not have a full-time service
technician or
department.
Like that. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Like I said, we have, Luke, I mean, my father, Dave,
Yep.
he'll go out and do,
Right.
he knows everything too. So if it's something that he can just take care of, and that's where we pride ourselves on that. You're not going to get that anywhere else. We're
Right.
like, hey, if you are in a pinch, like we'll do what we can to get out there
Right.
and take care of you. Like
Yep.
with anything, if my fridge goes down, that person, the most important to them is they need a fridge.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
It's not important until
It's needed,
it's
right?
needed,
Yeah.
right? And then we get to go. I need,
My freezer's out. And I have all my meat I just bought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just have I had $5,000 worth of meat in
Yep.
here.
I just bought a pig or a
bought-
cow.
Right.
Yep.
I need help. Right. So, we can go out and do, the service calls, but we don't have a full-time service, again, technician on staff. Now, the appliance world, which, again, I'm learning, GE, Whirlpool, for all these manufacturers, they cover all the warranty stuff. So you're sending out them direct anyways
Yep.
on any warranty calls.
Got it.
Outside of that, after warranty, we partner with several appliance service companies in the
Yep.
metro. So
Got it.
we have good contacts where if our customers call,
can
we
send it to them.
say
Yep.
call us still.
Yep.
Hey, we'll take care
'Cause
of
you
you
wanna
regardless.
know.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll take care of anything regardless. Call us. We'll help you get it set up. We will get you in contact with the right people who we know are going to come and service your specific
Right.
appliance.
Because you want to make sure it's not the same person calling with
For
over
sure.
the same thing
Yeah,
over
100%.
and over again. Yes.
And there are certain, like I said, we have partnerships with some good ones in town that do specific work on specific brands too,
Yep.
which is big because there are so many options nowadays,
Yep.
like with anything.
Yep.
Appliance world is no different. There's a lot of different brands, a lot of different options, a lot of different models, a lot of different everything. I'm sure with
Oh, yeah.
your product as well. I mean, there's so many different.
Absolutely. Yep. Window film has different. Yep.
Yeah.
It just all depends on the make, the model, and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
Yes.
So, we make sure we take care of them if they do need any service piece of it.
Are you getting into any schools or any of the bigger worlds like that at all?
We haven't done the school, some of that like public work. I haven't. Just hasn't been. Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't. I take that back. I say that, and I actually did have we had the city of Brooklyn Park, their commission, or I should know their role, but they came out last week looking for some assistance on appliances at all their schools. So actually, you say
There
that.
you go.
And we assisted the best we could get. It was more information. They just
Yeah.
were needing information on, they were getting dinged by OSHA on not having some compliant refrigerators. And so we wanted to try and help them and
Yeah,
figure it
or
out
put 'em
for
in the
them.
right hands
Yeah,
or
put
do
them in the
whatever
right
you can
hands
do.
and try
Yeah.
and help them as much as we can. And we honestly said, like, hey, hopefully, we kind of pushed them to say, hey, I don't think you need to do this and buy this many appliances.
Right.
Like,
This
see if you
is-
can go back.
These are the hands. This
Yeah.
is where you need to go.
So, but in terms of like bidding the public school stuff, I haven't yet.
No.
I know some of that stuff. You get into the bondage projects.
Yep.
And,
Hands are kind of tied, and you got to
Yeah.
figure out what's best, what's not best.
yeah. So,
So outside of work
Yeah.
and family, what are some
Yeah.
things you guys like to do and travel, and where have you
Yeah.
gone and things like that?
yeah. So, me and my wife, before kids, we loved to travel.
Yep.
We did a lot of traveling. I did a lot of traveling. College, I did the study abroad. So me and my whole family, my parents sent all four. I have two sisters and two brothers. We all went to Spanish immersion in Robbinsdale,
Yep.
which at the time was the only Spanish immersion school. Now there's a lot of them, which is awesome.
Right.
So I'm a fluent Spanish speaker.
Yes.
Which is great. I use it. I've used it when I was at Commercial Drywall.
Right.
When I was running all the manpower work. I used Spanish every week.
It's necessary these days. 100%.
Yeah,
yes.
right.
Yep.
I mean, I still get calls from those guys.
Right,
looking
yeah.
for drywall work. I'm like,
Yep.
sorry, man. I'm
Sorry,
not in
I
the
can-
game
nope.
anymore, but I can help
Others
you.
there still, yep, I can help you.
I can help you though. But so the Spanish thing is huge. So I've been to South America several times.
Yep.
I love obviously going and using it. My sister studied abroad in Chile, so we went down. I went down. We went.
Not
visited
long ago
her.
you were there, weren't you?
No, that was a while ago, but then I went to Uruguay. So I studied abroad in Uruguay,
Yep.
South America, and I did that I was down there for 8 months, lived with the host family,
Nice.
joined the university soccer team, which was
That's cool.
amazing
Yep.
experience. That was super fun. So I did that and traveled South America, and then me and my wife, when we graduated, we did Southeast Asia. We went to Europe.
Fun.
She's her family's heavy Croatian, so we went to Croatia.
Well,
which
that's what it was. So I think we
amazing.
were talking about that. Yeah, sorry. Yep.
It was Croatia and Switzerland, I
Yes,
think. Yeah,
yep.
that was our last trip before children.
Yes.
Obviously, now since children have come, those trips are a little bit on pause.
You're not going to
which is
put them
fun.
all on the plane.
We
and
have yet
try-
to do
yes.
the plane. Taking our kids on planes. I don't know. We're a little hesitant to give it the go, but
It's a lot.
you've done it.
I've taken kids on planes. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
So, but no. So we do love to travel. We do go. We like to go up north a lot.
Road
so we
trips
do.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
we take
yeah.
ours. Not we take our kids. We love the North Shore. We've
For
done
sure.
that trip.
Yeah.
Several times. We go up. We have a family cabin north of Mille Lacs.
Nice.
So we're there for the 4th of July, and the kids obviously love that swimming.
Yeah, yep.
Lake swimming, getting the kids fishing now, and
Oh
so
yeah,
getting them
absolutely.
into that.
Getting them on the lake and just getting out there and
Getting them on the lake and doing that. So we like that. But I mean, with the busy schedule, I just love just staying at home and putting a sprinkler outside
Nobody
for
understands
the kids.
what's nice when you just get home. Like you're kind of getting older when it's like I just want to be home.
Right.
Like
For real.
as much as it's nice going out, it's like
For real, no. I'm like,
it's beautiful
I
just being at home.
I just want to stay
Yep,
home and
I'm
hang out
good.
with the kids and
Yep.
hang out with Andrea and
Yep.
and we have a lot of her family's from here. She's from White Bear Lake, so
Oh,
she grew
nice.
up in White Bear
Good.
Lake. And I grew up in New Hope, and both of our families are all here. She's got 3 brothers.
Yep.
One of them lives in Princeton, so not far. So we'll go up there and
Good.
they come down and see us. And so we got a lot of. I was telling you before, it takes a village to raise your family and
does.
be there for you and support you and everything that you're going through that life throws at you.
Yep.
As you know, and you rely on those people and
Yep. And you
That's,
just make it work and you do what you
make it
do,
work.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Well, we appreciate having you on today and look forward to seeing what's coming in the future. And if there's anything we can help you with, we for sure
Yes.
will. We'll start talking about all of the associations and
Right.
helping you grow and putting you in more contacts and
yes,
getting your name out there. And
No, I want
anything
to say
we
I
can do.
appreciate everything. You've been awesome. You know,
Yes.
I've really enjoyed getting to know you over the years, and you've been nothing but supportive. I remember the first time when I made the switch, I showed up to it's the MCA,
MCA.
MSA,
MSA,
the event at, where was it, up at,
the thunderstorm, the
Yes.
tornado
Yes,
warning
yes.
one. Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
but that was the first time when I just made the switch.
Yeah.
I was literally, I think, like a week or 2 in. I mean, it
Which
was literally.
place was that? I'm just trying to
I know,
think
was
of
it
what.
not Gresser, because Gresser's in Shakopee. It was,
Yeah.
I know, I'm blanking too now. I should know.
was the Fiesta one.
They're not gonna be happy that we don't remember their
No, I do remember because people were wearing the sombreros and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was on the MSA board, so I really
Yeah.
should know because
Yeah.
I was part of. But
Yep. We were there.
but no, I remember seeing you first time.
Contractor awards.
Yes, yeah, it was MSA Contractors Award, but I can't remember what office it was at.
Yep.
But anyways, I
Yep.
saw you. That was the first time I made the change, and right away you were just like, "How can I help you? How can I?"
Yep.
And I've always appreciated that. You've
Absolutely.
been very supportive of.
And we'll
that
get you out on
and-
the golf course again.
Yeah,
and
I've
yep.
so
Yes,
no,
always there.
I want to thank you for having me on here. This
Yeah.
has been
And any way we
awesome,
can
and-
help get the word out, we're going to put this in the newsletter and
Yeah.
just keep spreading the word. And
Yeah,
yes,
Awesome.
talk residential, we'll talk commercial and everything we can do.
sounds
Again,
great.
how can people find you and get a hold of you?
Yes, so we are A.C. Carlson Appliances. We're on Bass Lake Road in New Hope. We're literally right off of 169. So if you're driving north, we're right on the east side. You can't miss us. We have a full-blown website. You can do all of your online shopping on there. You can get a hold of us on there. You can call anytime.
What's the website?
accarlsons.com.
Okay. And can they find you on any socials at all?
So I am getting that going.
Okay.
So
nice.
that is something
Perfect.
that, as you mentioned, we need to get more into. So I'm getting a Facebook page going and going to try and get some of that platform going as well, LinkedIn and that side of things. I am on LinkedIn, so you can find me on LinkedIn. But yeah, come and visit our show floor. I always tell people, even if you're just coming down and you just, want to learn about, hey, we're thinking of doing some appliance, just come in. We'll give you, hey,
sure.
this is what to look for. This is maybe what we recommend, what to look out for. We try and create an environment that's, hey, come on down and we'll treat you like family. And so come on to our show floor and we can. That's why I say with appliances,
Yes.
people still like to touch and feel and
They
see
do. Well,
appliances.
they like to have that face-to-face contact.
Yes.
And not a lot of people
Yes.
know that anymore.
Well, and with the online world now, it's I mean, it is difficult because
Yeah.
you can,
You
everything's
can
at the
see it,
palm
but
of
you're
your
not going to
hands.
know what it is. And
Exactly.
you're going to get it and you're going to be like, okay, this
So-
isn't quite stainless
Yep.
steel. This is more of a dark
Exactly.
gray.
So
or-
I always say it's great. People do
Yep.
some research before you come in. I mean,
Yep.
most people do now,
Yep.
you know, but we'll help you, guide you, and
Do people still, can they find like out of box things? Can they find, because I know a lot of times when people are looking for appliances, they want something that's not quite brand new. They want something that's a little used.
sure, used. So we are not we're not an authorized like used and dent.
Good. Good. Yep. Brand new.
Appliance.
Yep.
Yeah. So now, every once in a while, yes, we have some that come that are, you know, dinged
So
or
if they
damaged.
find something wrong, they can obviously return it.
Yeah.
see
Oh,
what's going on.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
If anything's wrong, yeah, we take care of that. But yeah, people do come in and ask, hey, do you have any scratch and dent? We don't. Sometimes we do, but we're
Right.
not an authorized scratch and
No,
dent dealer.
good.
There are a few in the metro that if you want that, you know,
There's places they
there's
can go to
places
find
you can
it.
go to find that.
Yes.
So we're mainly all brand new.
Yep.
But
High end. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we can do everything from you're high. If you were looking for Wolf, you know, that
Yep.
type of high end, we carry those models. We can get mono, GE mono, monogram, some of those
Nice.
Scotsman, ice, you know, we can beverage centers. But yeah, then any appliance need that would be needed, we have
good.
and can get our hands on.
And for hooking them up, you have contacts for if they need certain wiring, things like that too.
Absolutely, yes. So we have, we obviously will do all your, you know, if there's gas line hookups, water line hookups, we take care of that with you guys or with the customer. We do have, you know, if people need like electrical work,
Yeah.
there is a couple local electricians that we've recommended.
Okay, good.
There's a similar
A handful.
small
Yeah.
single run electricians that are you know, an authorized electrician.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need work on that, we do have some contacts for that. We have good, you know, we have good contacts for vent cleaning and all
Nice.
that. That sometimes is just, hey, my dryer's not working. It's not drying. Well, sometimes it's
do?
just the vent.
Yep. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
anyways, we have good contacts for that. And yeah, if you have any appliance need, if we don't know, we'll put you in the right hands, and we know good people in the community who can, you know, we can send out there.
Perfect. So when this goes out in the newsletter, we'll put the website and the link so people
Yeah.
can click on that, get a
Awesome.
hold of you, and we appreciate having you on.
Thank you, Karissa.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.